Too many kids grow up with the God thing doing church, you know, where I show up on Sunday and I go through the motions and whatever, yeah, we did that, and they move on. And I was one of them. I was raised in a Christian home and by good Christian parents. It was always kind of a distant thing and something that I only worried about when I was in church but when you realize, you know, you got to lay it all down and that you can't handle everything. And not till I was an adult and you know, with my own family did I realize I can't do it all. If I could teach a kid that, if I would have known that in junior high and understood even some of what that meant, boy, life would have been a lot easier, I think, because so many kids have no hope. I mean, tomorrow is going to be just like today, and there's nothing's going to change that for them. Turning point in my own life, I went to a Promise Keeper, I believe in like '95, and reluctantly, I didn't really want to go. I had a buddy kind of bugging me to go. The speaker that was there was all about being a better father, being a better husband, just being a better man. But you know, he just struck me, and he kept saying, he'd talk about a subject, and he goes, and I know you're sitting there thinking, I'm not talking to you. You know, and I just remember after about the third time he said that, I was looking around like I was the only one in the Silver Dome or what, but he was hitting me hard, and I honestly felt God's presence working on me and saying, are you listening? And I just realized, you know, that I was missing it, that I never really had turned my life over to Christ and said, hey, you handle this, because I can't. And I just remember going home and telling my wife, you know, apologize and say, I'll never be that man again, and I'm going to be different, and you know, and I'm sorry for not getting it, because now I get it, and we're going to be better, and we've been, you know, our marriage has been a lot better because of that. At the time when he had asked me to, my oldest daughter was just getting to that age where she would be in the youth group and stuff too, so I thought, well, I mean, I got to drive her there anyway, and then I'm going to have to come back and pick her up. I might as well hang around and see what it's all about, find out what they're doing and that kind of stuff. So that's how I got involved in it. Well, I just, I have kids in it, so, I mean, obviously I have an interest in it. Sometimes Mylan will give us questions. Most of the time we'll have, you know, just general questions that just kind of promote discussion, and sometimes we use them and sometimes we don't. I guess, you know, when kids ask you questions that matter, you know, when you can tell they're looking for an answer for something, whether it's about God or just life or something that's going on in their life, and they're listening, you know, because the kids are going to get their information somewhere, and you know, and you know, whether it's about God or life or whatever, and I would, you know, hope that they would get it from somebody who cares about them and cares about God and knows that God's important in their life. Yeah, it's real important, you know, that kids connect with an adult, whether it's a parent or a youth leader or, you know, just kind of a mentor. So it's tough. I just think there's so many things that can distract, and everything's instant gratification. I mean, it's tough for kids to, you know, there's lots of pressure, there's peer pressure, kids are seeing things now and dealing with things now at a younger age than, you know, when I had to deal with stuff kids are seeing in junior high I didn't see till senior year in high school, and I see kids dealing with that stuff in 7th and 8th grade now, and that's scary. You know, with so many families either blended or not together, I think that's tough. It's a tough environment, I think, for the most part. I think definitely gives them a safe place, and that's one thing that I try to provide, is at least a trust that they can trust me, and know that, you know, I genuinely care about these kids, and I care if they get in trouble during the week, and I care, you know, if they're having trouble at home, or, you know, what their relationship is. Giving them a safe place, and then a place where they're learning about God, where it's okay to learn about God, and it's cool to learn about God, and cool to just kind of be yourself.